Okay, so welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be looking at opinions.
Oh, yeah.
And
Opinions, right.
why some...
Everybody's got them.
Yeah, why some carry more weight than others, right? We've got some excerpts here from this article, The Weight of Opinions, and it's got some interesting points in here, I think. Oh, and before we get too far, word of the day. Opine.
Opine.
To hold or express an opinion.
It's good.
Something to think about as we're going along here. So, I mean, we all have them, right? But some opinions are just like, whoa, okay. That one really...
It really hit different.
Yeah, they hit different.
Right.
And you know what? This article actually uses this great analogy of the ocean. It says, the world is awash.
Awash, yeah.
In opinions. Like, way too many to even try to...
It's not.
To regulate or control.
Yeah.
It's like trying to put the ocean in a bottle, right? So it kind of suggests this, like, hippie-ish kind of approach of, like, accepting this vast sea of perspectives, and we just kind of...
You got to learn to swim.
We got to learn to swim.
Yeah. You can't stop it, so you got to figure out how to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But then that kind of brings us to the next point, which is some swimmers are just,
Stronger.
They got a better stroke.
Some people are just more persuasive.
Some people are just more persuasive.
No,
they have
there's something about them.
Yeah, gravitas or whatever.
They've got that it factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why is that? What makes some of these opinions so...
Well, think about it. Charismatic leaders.
Oh, yeah.
All throughout history, right?
Yeah.
They have these techniques that they use, and they're good at using them.
Yeah.
To sway people's opinions. It could be powerful storytelling. Emotional appeals. A lot of them will use repetition.
Oh, yeah.
Like a politician who just keeps repeating
a slogan or something?
A simple phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah, over and over again. And it might not be grounded in fact.
Right.
But because they keep saying it.
But it gets in your head.
People remember it.
That's such a good point.
Right.
And it makes you think, like, wow, we really do need to be...
Got to be aware.
Aware of this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're not just, swept away in the current.
Right.
And that kind of ties into another really crucial point this article makes about separating fact from opinion.
Oh, that's a big one.
Especially in fields like science, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, so a scientist can have a strong opinion about a certain theory.
Right.
But at the end of the day...
But evidence.
It's got to be evidence.
That's the data.
Yeah, is what's going to determine whether that theory holds any water.
It's like gravity doesn't care about your opinion.
Yo.
What goes up must come down.
Exactly.
Right. But it's not always so cut and dry, is it?
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about things like climate change and...
Yeah, well, that's a great example. You've got a clear consensus.
There's a consensus, but then you still got those other voices. So
I do, yeah.
How do we as, just regular people...
Yeah, how do you...
navigate that kind of stuff?
You've got to use your critical thinking skills.
Okay.
Really examine the evidence, consider different perspectives, and be wary, of opinions that sound like they're facts, but they don't. They don't have any backing. And, the article, it uses this image of a cartoon character standing on this golden soapbox,
Okay.
And that's meant to represent those opinions that
I see.
get elevated, and they might not deserve to be.
Yeah.
But because of the platform they have, they get all this attention.
That is such a great image.
It is, yeah.
And it's so true.
It's so true.
But then, the article takes this really interesting turn.
Okay.
Where it says, okay, so yeah, we have all these different opinions out there, but there are these fundamental things
that connect us.
As humans.
Yeah.
It uses this quote, comparing us to islands.
Oh, wow.
Separate on the surface, but connected in the deep.
I like that a lot.
And the things that connect us.
According to the article, it would be what it calls our primitive desires.
Okay.
Like, think about, the need for love, belonging, purpose.
Those, core human.
These are universal human experiences that transcend individual opinions and beliefs.
It really makes you think, at our core, maybe we're not so different.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
So, I mean, what does all of this mean for our listeners out there? How can you actually apply all this stuff in your...
Right, so you're listening to all this. What does it mean for you?
Yeah, what does it mean for you?
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the biggest takeaways is that opinions...
Powerful stuff.
...are powerful.
Yeah.
And they're shaping our world in, tons of ways.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So by understanding their nature, their influence, and, how to separate fact from
Persuasive rhetoric.
Yeah, from that persuasive rhetoric, we become, more informed.
You become a better swimmer.
We do become better swimmers. We become more discerning and ultimately, I think,
more in control.
More in control of our own
your own beliefs
and decisions.
Yeah.
And that's a powerful place to be.
It's a powerful stuff.
So here's a question to think about.
Okay.
As you go about your day today.
Right.
How can you become more aware of the weight that your own opinions carry?
Mm.
And then also, how can you critically evaluate other opinions that you're encountering? Are they based on something solid, or are they just floating around out there?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's something to think about, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, great. Well, that about wraps it up for today's deep dive. So until next time, keep those opinions flowing, and happy swimming.
Happy swimming.
Bye.
See ya.